In the previous session, we had learnt about the bootstrap technique. The bootstrap technique is useful when we are dealing with estimation problem, but the estimation problem is mathematically complex to solve, and in situations like this we take help of the resampling technique, bootstrap being one of them. In this session, we would be having a recapitulation of the bootstrap technique, and we would be seeing an example of the bootstrap technique. So, we would be interested in seeing the estimation using the bootstrap technique in context to our order statistics, particularly the sample median. Typically, in an inference problem, we have x1, x2, xn as n IID samples taken from a distribution f, and we are interested in the parameter theta, which is theta of f. Let theta hat be the estimator of theta. So, we are interested to find theta hat and variance of theta hat, that is the estimate of the variance of theta hat. Now, in traditional approaches, one uses parametric form or any parametric theory and can get a solution of this. Sometimes, however, it is not possible to get the exact mathematical expression for theta hat and variance of theta hat, and in such situations we take course of resampling technique. Now, the resampling technique consists of repeatedly drawing subsample from x1, x2, xn, and then we base our inference on these subsamples. So, a resample or a bootstrap sample is from the sample, it is like what sample is for the population. So, just as from the population we draw samples, we draw bootstrap samples or resamples from the samples. So, for a bootstrap sample or a resample, the sample itself becomes like the population. We use a technique called jackknife, and what happens in jackknife is we compute the statistic repeatedly deleting the ith observation, and I runs from 1 to n. So, that means we basically observe or we basically compute n samples, and we call it for the ith one we call it T n minus 1 I. Then we take the average of it and we call it as T n hat. Then we get an estimate of the bias of the jackknife sample, which is n minus 1 T n hat minus T n, where T n is the sample statistic, and finally we compute the jackknife estimator, which is T n minus B jack. So, this produces a biased reduced estimator of theta, and if we see the variance of jackknife comes out to be V jack, which is n minus 1 by n summation I runs from 1 to n T n minus 1 comma I minus T n hat square. Under bootstrap, the variance of T n, assuming that the distribution function is f, can be calculated as integration over T n x1 to xn, the function T n over x1 to xn, minus integral of that same function T n x1 to xn over d pi f x I whole square, and this overall is integrated over d pi f x I. Now, for the bootstrap variance, which we denote as V boot, this same thing becomes exactly the same thing, but this time the function f is replaced by f hat, which is an estimator of f, and we find it, and so we can find what is variance of V boot. But if V boot cannot be calculated asymptotically, then what we do is we get V boot of based on B bootstrap samples. So, these B bootstrap samples are samples which are drawn from x1, x2, xn repeatedly with replacement, and then T n is calculated. For the Bth sample, the T n is denoted as T n B star. So, the star here indicates that it is a bootstrap estimate, and then we find the variance of those bootstrapped estimates. So, that is 1 by capital B summation B runs from 1 to capital B T n B star minus 1 by B summation I runs from 1 to B T n B. So, that is the mean square, and we get variance boot B. So, we illustrate this principle in context to a order statistics example. So, the setting is that x1, x2, xn follows IIDF, where assume that n is 2m minus 1. So, order statistics, as we note, x within parenthesis 1, x within parenthesis 2, like this, x within parenthesis 2m minus 1. So, these are ordered. From now onwards, we would be just telling them to be ordered x1, x2, x2m minus 1. So, these are the ordered statistic, and then xm is the middlemost of this ordered statistic. So, that is the sample median. Now, the distribution of xm is Fy, F capital F, that is for under the true continuous distribution, is n factorial by m minus 1 factorial, m minus 1 factorial, Fy to the power m minus 1, 1 minus Fy to the power m minus 1 into f small f y. Now, how to find variance of xm? An estimate of the variance of xm. Now, we can use the bootstrap principle here. So, from the current sample, we can find the empirical CDF, which is f hat x, which is 1 by n summation I runs from 1 to n I x I less than equal to x. Now, note that this is a step function with jump of size 1 by n at each x I. To draw the bootstrap sample, what we can do is we can draw an IID sample of size n from f hat. Now, this is equivalent to drawing a sample from a multinomial distribution with parameters n and probabilities 1 by n like this 1 by n. So, this is for the first 1 by n is for x1, the second 1 by n is for x2, and the last 1 by n is for xn. So, that is equivalent to drawing a typical multinomial sample, and let that multinomial sample look like R1, R2, Rn, where Ri is number of times ordered xi occurs in the subsample. Now, suppose we want to estimate the probability distribution of xm using bootstrap. This can be estimated by probability of xm star, star stands for the bootstrap, is equal to x given x1 to xn, where xm star, as I said, it is the median of x1 star, x2 star, xn star, or the bootstrap sample. And x1 star, x2 star, xn star given x1 to xn follows f hat, which is multinomial with parameters n and 1 by n n times. Now, note that f is a discrete distribution. So, we can take this approach, and this is the first approach, that f is a discrete distribution. So, xm star will also have a discrete distribution. Now, probability of xm star greater than xl, where ordered L, where observed value of xl in parent sample. So, the small xl is the observed value of xl in the parent sample, conditional on x1 to xm, is nothing but probability of R1, R2, sum of them up to RL. So, probability of R1 plus R2 plus RL less than equal to m minus 1, which is equal to probability of R less than equal to m minus 1, conditional on R follows B m L by n. So, and probability of xm star is equal to xl given x1 ordered xl, x1 to xn is probability of this order statistics xm star greater than xl minus 1 minus probability of xm star greater than xl. So, 1 is greater than and L and 1 is greater than L minus 1. So, we are left with equal to xl. So, that is equal to probability R less than equal to m minus 1 given R follows B n L minus 1 by n minus probability R less than m minus 1 given R less than B n L by n. So, from here I can find what is the probability distribution of x m hat star. So, the exact distribution of the above is difficult computationally for large n. So, here we can use the bootstrap sampling approach. So, instead of subsampling directly from x1 to xn, we can subsample from the indices 1 to n. Here we generate B multinomial samples from a multinomial distribution with parameters n and 1 by n to 1 by n times, and then for each of them, if we have R1 star B, R2 star B, R1 B star, R2 B star, Rn B star, it is a typical sample from a multinomial population. Now, suppose x star is x1, x1, x1. Now, this happens R1 B star times, x2, 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 this happens R2 B star times, and like this xn, 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 Rn B star times. So, this corresponds to the sample, and from this sample we can calculate xm star B. To estimate probability of xm equal to x, we can use the estimate 1 by B summation I runs from 1 to B I xm star B equal to x for all x. Let us take a numerical example to illustrate this. Suppose n is equal to 4 and x is equal to say 0, 2, 4, 9. Then f at is a step function with jumps of x1 equal to x2 equal to x3 equal to x4 equal to size 1 by 4 at 0, 2, 4 and 9, which implies 0, 2, 4, 9 are equally likely with probability 1 by 4 and all other values have probability 0. Now, sampling from x1, x2, x3, xn is equivalent to sampling from 1, 2, 3, 4, and we assume that x1, x2, x3, xn has a probability of 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So, equivalently we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4 has a probability of this sampling from 1, 2, 3, 4 is equally likely with probability 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Then drawing a sample, an IID sample of size n from f at is equivalent to drawing an IID sample from multinomial with parameters 4 and 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Suppose we see another illustration from a bivariate normal scenario. So, suppose we observe xi yi which follows IID n2 mu1 mu2 sigma 1 square sigma 2 square rho I equal to 1 2 up to n. Now, let R is sample correlation coefficient. We wish to estimate three things. First is bias of R, standard error of R and small sample distribution of R. Now, how can we do this using bootstrap? If we use a parametric form, this becomes a complicated mathematical exercise. So, what we do is we assume that f hat is a bivariate normal, but parameters are x1 bar, x2 bar, s1 square, s2 square and r, where x1 bar is the sample mean of x, x2 bar is the sample mean of y, s1 square is the sample mean of x, s2 square is the sample variance of y and r is the sample correlation coefficient. Now, draw B samples of size n from f at, and these B samples would be like x1 B star, x2 B star, xn B star. So, for each sample x B star say, we calculate the corresponding sample correlation coefficient R B star. Now, expectation of R is an estimate of the expectation of R is 1 by B summation B runs from 1 to capital B R B star, which implies bias of R or an estimate of the bias of R is E R hat minus R. and variance of R, an estimate of the variance of R can be obtained by 1 by B summation B runs from 1 to B R B star minus R bar hat star, where R bar hat star is the sum of all bootstrap sample correlations obtained, and probability of R less than equal to X is 1 by B. B runs from 1 to B I R B star less than equal to X for fixed X. So, using this, so this is some sort of a empirical CDF of R1 star, R2 star up to R capital B star, and using this we can find small sample distribution of R. So, now we see that bootstrap is a very efficient, although computer intensive or computing intensive technique to calculate the standard errors, estimate of the standard errors or the sampling distribution of any statistic. In this session, we have seen an example or an application of bootstrap in context to an order statistic problem and in context to a multivariate normal problem. So, this gives an idea about how we can use bootstrap in complicated situations where the sampling distribution or the mathematics associated with the estimation is complicated. In the next session, we would be seeing about the bootstrap confidence intervals. So, there are different types of bootstrap confidence intervals and bootstrap confidence interval sets. So, we shall be learning about them.